Okay, yes, mpenzi msikilizaji wa www.radio.co.tz, ikiwa leo ni siku ya 9 kati ya zile siku 10 ambazo tulikuambia tutakuwepo hapa Cdea na wanafunzi mbalimbali kutokea nchi mbalimbali East Africa kwenye mafunzo ya animation kwa muda wa siku 10, ikiwa leo imebakia siku moja tu kuweza kumaliza haya mafunzo. Bado tupo kwenye kipindi kizuri cha Utamaduni Express, na kama tulivyokuambia pale mara kwanza, leo tutakuwa na moja kati ya walimu ambao walikuwa wanatoa elimu kuhusiana na haya mafunzo ya animation kuanzia siku ya kwanza mpaka leo. Kwa hiyo endelea tu kutusikiliza kupitia www.radio.co.tz ili uweze kufahamu mengi zaidi, na leo tuko na mgeni. Karibu.
Asante. So, hi everyone, mimi naitwa Lydia Mwangi. I am an animator from Kenya. I run a company called Nauta Studios, na sisi tunatengenezanga games, virtual reality, animations, anything and everything in between. So I was called here by the Ladima Foundation. I come to train a group of young women to scale up their skills from either no knowledge in animation to at least they have a full understanding of the programs they're using to get their careers off the ground.
And how do you feel to be in Tanzania from day one up to now?
Okay. Well, the second I got off the airport was cold, so I thought I had been lied to that this place is hot. And then when I got out, it was very, very hot. That was a serious temperature difference. Me, I'm from the highlands. I'm a cold weather girl. But the Tanzania is a lot nicer than my hometown. No offense to anyone, if anyone actually recognizes my voice. It's a lot nicer than my hometown, at least Dar es Salaam, the places I've seen. It's quieter, there's a nice space to build and create. There's not that chaos, so everyone seems to be in a hurry to get somewhere. This place is chill.
Okay, yes, we're going to discuss about this training of animation, how the training going on from first day up to now.
On day one, some of the girls had never even seen an animation program. They just knew they wanted to make cartoons, and that's basically our work. We make cartoons. Now, do I describe every day or do I just give a quick summary? Quick summary. From day one, no one knew anything. Day 1 to 3, they understood. They gained a basic understanding. My main goal was to enable them to make a film of their own choice once the training is over. So they need to know how to make a character of their own design, the environment that the character is in, and move the character around. So there are 3 things you need to make an animation. That was where the skill training is. Because if you can do that, you can essentially make your own animated film and become like Disney or Sony or Toonami, any of those ones. So let's see. Day 3, 4, 5. People started getting the hang of it. I assigned everyone their own personal project that they're supposed to work on, so I can at least tell whose skills are where. Someone is now working on a Masai superhero animated short. Others are doing work on the blue economy of Zanzibar. We have a girl talking about the human body and the female cycle, mental health. Everyone has just built up their own projects that after this, if they want, they can use those ones to pitch themselves forward. Like they create a concept, they go to investors and they say, this is my concept, this is my animated short that I made at this Ladima Foundation, as a proof of concept, so please provide me funding, and then they can actually scale up their career to very new heights.
Okay, and then after completing this training, what will happen to the student, all students who participate in this training of animation?
There are 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and expert. There is a reward for a selected, I'm not sure of how many. After their work is assessed, some will be granted a reward of sorts. I'm not sure what that one is. The other thing is, this cohort will go into the intermediate phase. Right now they're beginners. So like after a period of time, the same cohort will be called, their expenses covered, and flown out to a different region, either in East Africa, maybe West Africa or somewhere else, and become middle. Right now they've just started, then they get more experience. And then afterwards is the 3rd cohort, experts. They'll be able to basically rival Disney, or that's what I want them to reach. To be able to create their own animated feature films or video games or virtual reality. Anything that they want, that's what I want these girls to be able to do.
Okay, I see in this training you deal with a woman. In your career, you teach only women or mix and men?
Ah, I am not exactly a teacher. What I do is I run an animation company, but to do that you actually need to know how to run it. So I teach both. In case anyone wants more training, you can reach out to us at Nauta Studios. The reason we have an all-women team this time is, no offense to you, sir, as a man, men tend to overshadow women a lot. Like not in how do I put it? Like in asking questions. We wanted to build an environment where these girls would not be shy, like at all. They just treat each other like sisters. So to do that one, we said let's first start with a group of girls. We can put them in a room, and then we have them become friends. They become comfortable with each other. Then I can just come in. They thought I was a student myself for like the first day. I identify who can do what, where their strengths are. Then I start teaching them, training them up. It's not that we only train women, but for this Ladima Foundation in particular, we are training young women in film to at least scale up their skills. I mean, animation. Let's see. In animation, there are not a lot of women who actually do it. It's a heavily male-dominated field, but not because of anything, but because some people just don't know it's an option you can take. Like personally, the girls have learned they don't need to know how to draw, to draw so they can animate. You can just, as long as you have an understanding of time, you'll be able to animate anything. You don't need to be an artist. You can be, anyone can animate if they have like 3 hours.
Okay, in this training there is any challenge you faced in this training from starting up to now?
Yes. The girls were shy at first, but that ended like by day 2 or 3. The challenges were mostly technical. Like some girls came here with experience in animation, and they had experience in one particular program, but that's not the one we are using. So they had to relearn a different program for the Ladima Foundation. Another challenge would have been, well, I can't exactly say equipment. The equipment challenge only came around on the 4th day when one of our computers crashed because the programs are heavy, and therefore the girl had to use one of my computers, which is okay. So that's technically not a challenge. A third challenge would be getting people up for breakfast. Girls are heavy sleepers, so somehow they have to be here by 9. So it was it's the heat. It's very hard to wake up here. It was actually a lot of fun going to everyone's and just making sure everyone is okay. I can't say we've faced many challenges besides the usual programs, a couple of equipment shortcuts here and there, and heat. No other issues.
Okay, so what's your advice for anyone who wants to learn about animation, and how do you talk to all the students who participate in this training from day 1 up to now?
Advice this is one for anyone who is interested in animation. The best thing to do is just start. You don't need much to start. You just need a pen, a paper, and a watch. You time yourself drawing people moving up and down, and doing that repeatedly. That is animation. To the girls, if they ever hear this, my advice to them is to put themselves out there. Do not be scared of rejection or anything. You go, you talk, you be loud, you make yourself heard, because that's the only way you're going to gain opportunities in the industry, because the opportunities are there. For instance, I was at the Sony Talent League last year as one of the world global finalists. I think one of the global finalists. The only way I could get there is if I voiced that this is me, this is what I do, this is a project I have, so pay attention to me and take me seriously. Oh yeah.
Okay, and how do you talk about the organizer who organized this training for 10 days, like organization of Cdea and Ladima?
Cdea is a beautiful place. It reminds me of an art zone, like a museum that you can come and put in your stuff. It's a very conducive environment. The Wi-Fi is great in some locations, not all locations. And For the Ladima Foundation, they have been nothing but awesome. They've been provided us with almost all the basic necessities and a very good working schedule. Of course, they can't really say there's much else they can add. This model they have used is good. The girls are, I hope, okay, they've told me they're happy, so I hope they're happy. And they seem happy. They're comfortable, and most importantly, they're safe. So, yeah, can't complain. This place was awesome. Thanks for having us.
Okay, in conclusion, what have you learned in Tanzania?
What have I?
You learned. Kitu gani umejifunza Tanzania?
Swahili sanifu. Kenya hatuongeangi Swahili sanifu. That's all. In Tanzania, I've learned Swahili sanifu. I'm doing my best. Yeah. And another thing that I have learned is patience. Because wow, sometimes it's hard to explain to people these concepts, and they just can't. They just don't get. So you have to say it again and again and again, 10 until it's over. So patience and Swahili. I think naongea vizuri sasa, ndio?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have improved. Okay, thank you for your time and welcome again Tanzania.
I shall be here when things calm down. Well, the world calms down. Things seem to be getting crazier and crazier. So give me 3 months and I shall be back.
3 months from now?
Yeah, I shall be back.
Okay, welcome again. Okay, sawa, umetoka kumsikiliza, anafahamika kwa jina la Lydia kama vile ambavyo amejitambulisha mara ya kwanza pale. Ni moja kati ya wanafunzi, ni moja kati ya walimu mafacilitate kwenye hiyo workshop ambayo inafanyika hapa Cdea ya siku 10 kuhusiana na mafunzo ya animation kwa watoto wa kike. Kuna vitu vingi sana ambavyo umejifunza kutoka kwake, na imani utakuwa umevisikiliza kwa uzuri kabisa kutokea mwanzo pale ambapo tumeanza mpaka kufikia hapa. Kwa hiyo mimi sina la ziada. Mimi naitwa Francis Ayubu Chobo. Endelea tu kutegea sikio www.radio.co.tz. Panapo majaliwa mimi na wewe tukutane Jumatatu. Asante sana kwa wewe ambaye ulikuwa na sisi kuanzia mwanzo mpaka mwisho.